92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
What's your name? My name's Donk.
Donk,
Oh, what'd you say? Let me take this compression sleeve off my ears. You know, it helps you work out, right? Helps the blood stay in your ears. Anyway, you want to go out sometime? Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to go lift my body weight, like 2 times my body weight. And then I'll be back around to this corner of the gym to talk to you. All right, cool. Remember, my name's Donk. Nice seeing you. I'm assuming that's what happened for the guy on the phone today who wants to do a second date update. He said that he met the girl that he wants to call at the gym. His name is not Donk. His name is
thank
Robert.
God.
What's up, Robert?
Sure.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well, Hoping you can help me.
Yeah.
So your email in said that you met a breezy while you were at the gym, right?
I did.
How'd that go down, bro?
Well, I was at the gym, and I noticed this girl, and I thought, she was over there lifting.
Oh my
I
God.
thought, well, I'll go over and I'll try to flex my muscles next to her.
You're joking. I mean, you're kidding at that point when you're telling us this, right?
I wish, but the male ego is a scary thing, I think, sometimes. And I realized this in hindsight, but that's what I did.
Did you really actually go flex, or you were working out next to her, just trying?
I was working out next to her.
Okay. I pictured you standing next to her, just flexing your muscles in the mirror.
Extra loud, like.
No, I didn't do that. Thankfully.
Okay. All right.
Thankfully, I did not do that.
So, what was your opening line? I'm always interested in that.
So I saw her over the drinking fountain, and I just went up to her, and I just said, "You have some really nice glutes."
You did not say that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. You could tell that she works really hard. She works really hard on those glutes.
So, I mean, was she kind of like a meathead like you are? No offense.
Whoa.
I'm really just saying, like, that's,
Yeah,
I don't know.
no.
What do you want? Gym rat? I don't know what the term is.
No, meathead's a compliment, no doubt about it. That's what I am. That's what I do. Absolutely. And yes, same deal. She was rocking some very expensive athletic wear, head to toe. So I was definitely feeling her.
Okay. And what did she say after you complimented her glutes?
She said thanks. She said thanks. I work hard.
Oh my God, you live in a world that I will never enter in my life, and not for lack of wanting to. It's just I don't have the effort that you guys have. So did you ask her out right there?
I waited till after the workout. I try not to be complete creepo, and waited till she was leaving the gym. Then I went up to her in the parking lot, which sounds creepier, but it really was.
You followed her out to her car.
I did do the follow to the car.
Yeah,
Okay.
women love when big muscle-bound men follow them into dark parking lots.
What did you say there? Like, how are you going to drive a car with those big glutes? Like, you even fit in the seat?
That's pretty good. I wish I had said that. No, I just said, hey, what are you doing tomorrow night? You want to go get dinner? It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
Okay. And she obviously said yes to that. Otherwise,
did.
you wouldn't be doing a second date update right now. How did dinner go?
It was good. I rocked my good luck button-down shirt, which always makes me feel good.
Nice.
Sometimes the shirt makes the man, I
Right.
feel.
Okay.
And dinner went great. She has great glutes, but she was wearing this little outfit where her calves were really accentuated. I was super feeling her.
Nice.
What about her personality did you like?
Personality-wise, she was cool. Yeah, we had some good conversation.
What'd you guys talk about?
I told her that I run a couple different businesses, and I kind of went on a bit of a rant, and I'm afraid that maybe it was too much. It was just like one time, but it was kind of went on a little bit of a rant about my businesses.
When you mean rant, I automatically think like angry rant about your businesses. What do you mean by rant?
Well, I did talk about a guy that had screwed me over in business once. That's why I think it feels like a rant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you an angry guy?
Not particularly, but I am when I'm crossed. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
I think I'm a pretty happy guy day to day, but if somebody screws me over, then yeah, I get pretty fired up.
You mess with the bull, get the horns.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
What was her reaction to you going off about this dude?
It seemed fine at the time. I didn't think anything of it because it was just, like I said, it was like one time. It was just like a brief little moment in the date. But that's why I'm thinking that maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
Was she awkward after that?
Not particularly, but she didn't say a lot. She was just kind of looking down, she crossed her legs a couple of times, which I like the calves. But anyways, she was very fidgety,
Okay.
Yeah, women don't tend to like it when guys rage at the dinner table.
Well, it wasn't a rage. It was a rant. You know, rant's just like a degree less than a rage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so you weren't going totally crazy.
So that makes it better.
How'd you guys end everything?
Well, I asked her if she wanted to go get a drink somewhere else because I thought it was going pretty well. She said no, she needed to go home. So I walked her to her car and gave her a hug goodbye. I thought it'd be polite, and that was it.
Have you talked to her since?
I texted her once, and I said, I'm headed to the gym. Are you going to be there today? And then she just said, I worked out yesterday.
Whoa.
That's it? That's all she said?
That's all she said. And then I'm like, I was at the gym yesterday, and I was there for a good period of time when you would have been there, and I didn't see her.
Okay, so you think she's lying to you about that?
Yeah, I do.
And you haven't seen her at all in person at the gym?
I have not, no.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, man, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Robert is on the phone, and today he wants to call a girl named Chandra. What do we know about Chandra? She's got an okay personality and some great glutes.
Oh, man, those glutes.
And some calves, some wonderful calves as well. That's what Robert liked about her. They met at the gym. He complimented her glutes. They went out for dinner, and now she's not calling him back. Robert, we're about to call her and see if we can get her on the phone and find out what went wrong. Anything else that you'd like to add before we call her other than the glutes and the calves?
No, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. I'm very curious to hear what she says. This is awesome.
I feel like it's going to be something pretty extreme because it sounds like she switched gyms just to avoid you. To me, I'm just saying, you haven't seen her there.
Whoa. Yikes. That's bad. We're going to hope that's not the case. We're going to hope that's not the case.
All right, we'll find out right now. I'm going to dial the phone number and get your second date update, okay?
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Chandra, please?
this is she.
Hey, Chandra, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I'm calling from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi, you're calling from what?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Okay,
How are you today?
fine. Why are you calling me?
Well, I'm actually calling you because one of our listeners emailed us and asked if we could get a hold of you.
What?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, there's a guy that listens to our show. His name is Robert, and you went out to dinner with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you know Robert. Well, Robert listens to our show and emailed asking if I could call you to find out why you're not calling him back after you guys went out on your date.
Huh.
It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. So Robert's wondering if he did something wrong.
I mean, I did text him back the other day. He texted me, and I texted him back.
He actually told us that, yeah. But it didn't sound like a text from somebody who wants to see him again. It sounded like you were kind of blowing him off.
Yeah, I'm glad he picked up on that.
Okay, so you are blowing him off.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I would really be fine to never see him again.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Okay, do you mind telling us why so that we can share it with him?
Well, he's just really forward.
He's
I
forward,
can kind of see that.
meaning...
Yeah, a little too forward. I mean, at first, I thought it was attractive. I've dated a bunch of guys who are really shy, and it's I always have to make the move and start the conversation, and so it was nice. He wasn't shy or timid, and he seemed really confident.
He told us how you guys first met, and when he saw you at the gym, he walked up and complimented you on your glutes. Is that kind of what you mean by too forward?
Well, I mean, at that point, I thought it was just kind of funny,
Right.
And I appreciated the honesty, he didn't seem that weird, but once we went out, he just crossed the line.
Was
Yeah,
he...
just
Whoa.
too much. It was too much.
Did he say something, or was he acting aggressive towards you?
Yeah, he said something really bad.
What did he say?
I'd really rather not say what he said. I don't want to say that.
It makes you that uncomfortable to repeat what he said.
Yes, definitely.
Can you give us a hint?
Well, we were talking about our interests, and we were talking about sports that we like, and, you know, he likes like basketball and football, like, you know, and I mentioned that I like swimming and that I'm really good at swimming. I was a swimmer in college. And I was talking about how I'd probably like it because I was really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then he goes, you know what I'm good at? And he leans into the table.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I can already see what's coming.
And I can't say this. I shouldn't say this.
He doesn't know. Like, I mean, he literally thinks that he did nothing wrong on this date.
He thinks he did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He thinks he said nothing inappropriate.
Yep.
Yeah.
When we talked to him about your date, he was like, "Oh, it's cool. We just had a fun conversation. I may have got a little ranty at some point about my business, but that's all I could think of."
That's amazing. This guy's totally clueless.
All right. The anticipation is killing me. What did he say?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, I can't say this, but I'll try to give you the idea.
Okay.
He leans into me and he says, I'm good at doing things for others that make them happy.
I'm assuming you don't mean charity work.
No, he was like vulgar about it.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like how vulgar?
Like he used some pretty disgusting words.
Can you just do like a rhymes with here?
No, I'm not going to do that. Use your imagination. If he was talking about how he is good at servicing women.
I think I understand what he was saying.
And he really thought he was going to impress you with this information.
Yeah, I've been on a lot of dates. Nobody has ever said anything like that to me.
Wow. And you weren't interested in putting his skills to the test, huh?
Gross.
I mean, this was a first date.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, we hadn't even kissed or anything. And we're talking about sports, and that comes out of nowhere.
And there was no sexual talk at all before this statement.
I was talking about being on the swim team.
Well, thank you
my
for
gosh.
telling us your story. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. It was horrible. I wish I could forget it.
All right. Well, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to forget it just yet because he's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Robert?
Hey, Chandra, how you doing?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. I'll be honest with all of you.
What?
We were talking about things that we were good at. She said she was good at swimming. I'm really good at that. What's really wrong with that?
That's not a sport, Robert.
Inappropriate, man.
It is for some people.
I can't believe, it was a first date. You don't say that kind of thing out to dinner at the dinner table. We're eating.
I hear what you're saying, but you can't tell me you weren't at least at all intrigued if whether or not I was good at that, right? I mean, there was a little part of you somewhere deep down in the recesses
Okay,
of your brain
Robert,
that
hold
wasn't-
on. Robert, listen. Does it
Yeah.
seem like I was a little intrigued?
Well, you should have been because I'm really good. I'm really good. I'm
I
very
don't
proud of
even
that.
want to meet the women who told you that.
Well, you got to give him some credit. He likes to put a lot of effort into pleasing women.
Thank you. We're up there. Yeah, look, it's not about me. I didn't talk about me. I was talking about you. I'm here for you. That's the kind of team player that I am.
I think you need to take a little bit of that effort and move it towards how to be appropriate on a date.
Yeah, I don't think she's mad at exactly you wanting to do that, but maybe the time and the place was bad.
Exactly.
And the way you said it sounds like she wouldn't tell us the exact way you described it, but I can imagine it was probably not.
Vulgar language? Like, come on. Like, we're not 14-year-olds. Like, come on.
Well, I'll concede the location. But I do not apologize for my ability.
Oh, my
I
God.
do not apologize for that.
Oh, wow.
Look, everything I do, I try to do to the best of my God-given abilities. I give 110%, and I am the best at that, and that's what I can promise you in that department. I can promise you that in a lot of other departments, too.
Oh, my God. Chandra, was there anything charming about Robert on the date outside of this moment?
Well, yeah, if you listen to him, he's funny. but he's just like wildly inappropriate also. Like way too much.
Hey, Robert, let me ask you a question. Next time, if you went out on a date with Chandra, if she actually said yes and you said something inappropriate, would you have a problem with her telling you to stop?
Absolutely not. I would have loved for her to say, no, that's inappropriate. Then I know. Now I know what the boundaries are.
Well, there you go, Chandra.
He just doesn't know.
If you went out with him again, you have the freedom now to tell him, hey, don't say stuff like that, and he'll stop.
I kind of feel like he has learned nothing from this conversation. I don't want to have to be telling him every time he says something inappropriate. Like, you have to monitor yourself. No, I don't think this was a good match.
No?
That sucks. I was really hoping to get a second date and see what happened after it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to avoid. So
Sorry, Robert, but there are a lot of women interested in your particular skill set. And I think you're going to be okay.
All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Chandra, good luck. Good luck out there.
you too, buddy. You too.
Remember who's number one in your heart, all right?
Oh, God.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.